Hello everyone, MUFS here to welcome you to the 48th episode of Starfield. I'm sorry I was away from the channel, but I had to take a break and many things happened, but today we are not going to talk about those things. We are going to talk about Sam. Well, what can I say about him? He's not opening up to us, so we were doing small missions, but it isn't happening. So what we are gonna do today is we are going to do this mission, deep cover. This is a fantastic mission. Hopefully by the time we finish this one, Sam is going to open up with us enough to move on. Okay, let's do the mission. We are gonna jump in Seoul. Let's do that. So this is the UC Marines. Let's hail them first.
Welcome, Captain. We've been expecting you.
Yeah.
You're clear to dock at docking port 1.
So I hailed at them because there's a storyline behind it, and it's a fantastic one. You're gonna understand that pretty soon. Let's why is my missile going like this? Much better. Engine shield, we don't need engine power that much. Shield we need full. Yeah, that is good. Let's dock with the UC Vigilance, okay? And let's board the ship.
Where I belong.
Yeah. So we will have to speak with the SysDev guard right over here.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance.
Thank you.
Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander?
Let's see. What can you tell me about the UC Vigilance?
I'm not authorized to divulge information about this vessel. Suffice to say, it's one of the toughest ships in the UC's arsenal.
Before I meet Commander Ikande, is there anything I should know?
Yeah, listen to him carefully. The commander's a one-and-done kind of officer. In other words, he hates to repeat himself. Other than that, just observe standard military decorum, and it should keep you from serving any time on the ship's cleaning detail.
I'm here on official Vanguard business, so I'd prefer to speak to the commander.
All right. This way, please.
Sure, lead the way.
You're the Vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City.
Yep.
You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it.
Okay.
Damn. That must have been one hell of a firefight.
It was.
I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Felt like he was... Sam, aren't you gonna come? Felt like he was diminishing me. He was calling me Vanguard. Their army, I know.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Commander Ikande.
Pardon.
I'd like to brief you on the mission,
Kiwi
so
Ikande.
please, pay attention.
Yeah, please.
Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Ikande, UC SysDev. Glad to have you aboard.
Thank you, sir.
I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer.
UC SysDef, is that another division of the UC military?
UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle big picture stuff, we deal specifically with pirates.
Oh.
Since you're already involved with the Vanguard, I don't have to underline how important your contribution will be to the security of our spaceways.
Well, I'm not entirely sold on the idea yet.
Well then, let's just see what we can do about that, eh?
Sure.
This is the operations center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
Yay! Where is the Vigilance located right now?
We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily.
I know what is Crimson Fleet. I'm not gonna look like a stupid in front of him. You're going to need more than one ship to eliminate the entire fleet.
Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach.
Okay?
We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
I assume you have chosen me because I'm expendable?
Let's get one thing straight right now, soldier. I don't care if you're from the Vanguard, the Navy, or the technician that scrapes the carbon scoring of the engine nozzles. In my eyes, your past service no longer matters. You're now an agent of SysDef, meaning that it's my job to keep you alive.
I assume you already have a plan in mind.
I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
What? Why? That doesn't sound like an ironclad plan to me.
Well, it's the best we've got. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
You must have quite a bit of confidence in my abilities.
If I didn't have confidence in your abilities, I would have told Commander Tuala to send someone else. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
What if I get in over my head?
Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one. I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment, trust your instincts, and watch your back.
I'll do my best.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics.
I was waiting for that.
Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
Can you explain SysDef's code of conduct and ethics?
To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing.
Then?
Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
Exactly. For greater good, you have to sacrifice smaller things. What do you mean stray too far off the path?
The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
I don't exactly do well following rules and regulations.
Well, you better learn quick. Otherwise, I'll start looking for someone to take your place. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
Okay. How do I maintain contact with you?
That's easy to answer. You don't.
I don't?
We'll be monitoring your activities from the vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
What the? Do you have any other information about Source Bowden?
All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got.
What happens if I get arrested while I'm undercover?
For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines.
Can you tell me more about my expected behavior as an agent?
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions.
Exactly.
It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place.
Exactly. Maintaining my cover as a pirate and abiding by the law won't mix.
That's why I expect you to constantly seek alternative means to overcome your obstacles, rather than blowing holes in them. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you.
Please do.
If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing.
Okay.
Good luck.
Lieutenant Gillian Toft, please talk.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up.
Sure.
While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
That's if I'm accepted into the Crimson Fleet.
You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
Sounds like I touched a nerve.
It's not you, it's the Crimson Fleet. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
You feel like talking about it?
What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
I'm no hero. I'm here because it's my duty as a member of the Vanguard.
Yes, of course. And your actions will be duly noted in your records. I'll see to that personally. Speaking of which, that reminds me of something else you need to know. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Why would you be paying credits during a military operation?
Well, that's just it. You're not career military, are you?
Nope.
And speaking frankly, you're completely out of pocket during this operation. You'll be paying for your own supplies and other unexpected incidentals. So if I were you, I'd stop asking questions and accept the compensation.
Credits. Now you're speaking my language.
Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
What if I get caught with the container of Aurora in my cargo hold?
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
Why would I sell it to someone else? What's going to happen to the people you arrest?
We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you.
Feel like discussing your personal experience with the Crimson Fleet?
Was that you?
Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job.
Well, you need to clear that through the proper channels. The last thing I need is Lieutenant Toft giving me an Alpha Centauri.
If something on your mind, it will make you feel better to get it out in the open.
Yeah, maybe. No, it's not really an appropriate time to be going over my private life. There are much more important things to be done. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay?
Okay.
We'll be here if you need us.
Yes? What?
Nothing. Sam, let's go. Let's board our ship and find out the people of Crimson Fleet.
Hello?
Cora, we're back.
So we are going to get the Crimson Fleet, and I'm not gonna lie, that's a tough mission. So here goes nothing. You're gonna love the mission, I believe. Let's see. Deep cover. Proceed to Sidonia. Let's do that. Okay, we have to talk to Ceres.
I hate to live my whole life in a bubble. We still haven't really tamed Mars.
I always wanted to check. Nothing is closing over there. So why is there a going cycle note over
Be
there?
careful down near the mines and enter any active sites at your own risk.
Okay, ma'am. We can go through here.
Not many places older than a kilo.
There's the Trade Authority outpost.
Old stories, old planet.
Yeah, Cities Bowden.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy.
Octai, who's that?
Octai Enbayar. He's the head of our Sidonia branch. If you want to do some trading, he's the one you need to be talking to. I'm busy.
I'm looking to unload a sensitive shipment.
And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me?
Let's talk price first.
I'm not talking price until I know what the hell I'm buying.
Take a look at this sample.
Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning down contraband. Well, if that doesn't take the cake. Or not take the cake.
Guess the people that told me you were the best were wrong.
No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak 1 kilometer wide. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
I have to pay you just to find out where to sell my shipment?
You must be new at this game, love, so I'm gonna let that one slide. In our business, nothing gets done until money is exchanged, even if that means leaving a credit on each and every rung of the ladder as you climb your way up.
Yeah, talk about bad people. Okay, pay 1,000 credits. Does this work?
You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
My faith in the seedy underbelly of the settled systems is restored.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
I'm up for a little
Sure.
adventure.
Don't be caught off
The pleasure was all mine, I believe.
All outside business activities require use of a certified safety suit.
Do we have yeah, we have our Nova Blast. So we're good.
Layla's been going on about the heart of Mars.
Adler
again.
Camp.
When is she gonna give it a rest?
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
Sure. Source Borden said you could help me move some of these.
Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
Yeah. Who's we and us? I thought I was dealing with you.
You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy.
You're with the Crimson Fleet, right?
Pipe down! What the hell's the matter with you? You want to get us both thrown into lockup? Look, I don't know what that big mouth Saoirse told you, but I keep who I run with a secret in public. And I suggest you do the same. Now, do you want my help moving your product, or not?
He's the one who's screaming. So it's Saoirse. Saoirse never said anything about that.
Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am.
This whole thing's giving me the worst sort of deja vu.
Yeah, me too, brother.
If you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
How loud do you want this to be?
What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual?
Why don't you?
You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. I just want my goddamn money, and I want this guy to remember who he screwed over.
All right, I'll get it done.
Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Sure. Oh, brother. When it was showing on the right, now it's showing over here. Yep. Oh, brother, what have I got myself into? What have I gotten myself into?
Most visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
Okay,
How's it going?
Car filling.
Something I can help you with?
Yep. I'm here to collect the credits you owe to Adler Kemp.
Adler Kemp? Who the heck is that?
Adler is serious about this debt, so I suggest you pay quickly.
Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever.
I'll go back and tell Adler you said that.
Adler. Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else.
Yeah, right.
I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah?
Nope. Pena or Deimos will be sending your corpse home in a casket.
Come on. Give me a break. What the? Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
It's funny how whenever someone's there to collect the debt, everyone's as poor as a list dirt farmer.
Exactly. I'm tired of playing games.
Oh, what games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money.
Pay up. If not for you, do it for the sake of your family.
What? Oh my God. He might come after them? Because of me?
Yep.
I hadn't even thought of the possibility. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
It's good to be on the boat. Lives get stuffy
In order
sometimes.
to avoid injury, please report
People.
spills or unsafe
Money is the worst thing people ever invented. And the greed. Come on.
Sometimes I wish I'd taken it easy.
Have something for me?
Yeah, it's all here.
Well, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
He got the message.
Nice, nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, If you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates?
If you think they can handle me,
That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
It's too big to be stuck in the same place.
let's take this one.
Sit down, have a drink. So, smooth jump into the soul system? You see security hassle you?
Cut the crap, Adler, and let's make this quick. There's only so long I can stand to think of mine and wet jail here.
Okay, take it easy. Here's the fleet's kickback, just like I promised.
What is this bullshit? This is half. Half of what you promised.
No reason to get upset, sweetie. Security around Sidonia's been cracking down, and it's tough to get the Deimos marks to play ball. That means I'm spending big on bribes covering lost shipments. This isn't exactly like running a pharmacy out here, you know.
Two things, Adler. And I will make this simple enough so even a total imbecile like yourself can understand. One, I don't give a damn about your excuses. You owe us the agreed amount on time every month. And two, you call me sweetie ever again. And I'll shove my knife so far up your ass that people...
Okay, sorry, Neva. I'll make it work. Here's the rest.
That's more like it. I'll see you in a month.
So this guy also tried to hold up the money, and he was okay, let's go outside. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna board the ship and then go to Neva Mora, I believe. We have done that mission. Yeah. Come on. Rook meets the king. Rendezvous with the Asteria at Europe. Let's do that.
Wow. Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once.
Let's accept the hail.
So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew.
That's what I'm here for.
We'll see. When the waters get deep, it's sink or swim. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet.
Ooh.
That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead.
A medical supply ship? Why not a ship with some actual loot?
This job isn't about the loot. But I suppose every dog needs its scraps. Keep whatever worthless junk is on that ship. Just remember, the only thing that matters is that Rake dies.
Why not hunt down Austin Rake yourself?
There's a lesson in this. I need you to learn what'll happen if you decide to turn your back on the fleet. Consider it your glimpse into a possible unfortunate future. So you'd better pay close attention.
What options do I have to complete this job?
Kill Rick? That's your only option? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. Only way to be sure.
Consider it done.
It's done when Rick stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
How can you be certain that Austin Rick is on the Regana?
I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado, and I'm gonna have his head on a pike.
Why do you want Austin Rick dead?
Rick used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first place. Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner too, brought in a ton of creds. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody runs away from the fleet.
So you say. Let's travel to Saturn then.
This is Dmitry Moldavsky, pilot of the Ragana. We are a simple transport ship heading to New Homestead. We do not want any trouble.
Neither do I. Looks like trouble found you. You have drawn the attention of the Crimson Fleet.
I was afraid of that. Look, we are not built for combat. What is it you want exactly?
The fleet wants Austin Rick dead. I'd like to board your ship and talk about how to spare him.
Oh, God. I do not know.
You should take that offer. Trust me when I say this will be easier face to face.
Well, normally I would say no, but frankly, it will be safer for us that way. Alright, you can dock. We will talk then.
That's a good
When you
move.
get a moment, can we talk?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna.
If you are free soon, could we talk?
Sure, Anuja. Let's talk to my babe over there and Sam as well. Then, babe?
It is pleasing to speak with you.
Yeah, sure.
I have been thinking about us as a couple? I am not sure of the terminology. Our relationship, let us say.
Yeah, sure. I hope you are not having second thoughts.
No, nothing like that. You are wonderful, and I love you dearly. You and I, we come from such different backgrounds. I cannot really know all that you have been through, and you are not House Varun.
So? Is that a problem?
The foundational belief of my life, the one you do not share. Do you not see a problem?
Nope. We each bring something unique to the relationship. That's a good thing.
I am not suggesting otherwise.
Then?
This does not work if I am not honest, if I will not speak plainly what is on my mind. As much as I love you, and I do, I cannot help but wonder what the future holds for us, given all that I know to be true.
You don't have to worry. I'm not going anywhere.
No, that is not my concern. I trust that you will stay with me.
Then?
When the Great Serpent returns, I know I will be by his side as one of the promised. But you are not like me. You are not House Baroon. Your fate, as much as it pains me, is sealed. I have tried to not worry myself over it, but I cannot stop thinking about it. What future can we have if that is the inevitable end?
Nothing is written. No future is written. Okay, you can't change the future. A million different... Exactly. This is what I... And just what is my fate?
Non-believers will be lost in the Great Serpent's shadow for all eternity. Jinan Baroon himself told us this.
A million different things could happen tomorrow. Let's just be thankful for today.
You understand, this is different.
Yeah?
It is not what might happen, but what will happen.
No.
I have never expected you to share my beliefs. You cannot possibly. And I will not fault you for that. I do want to be with you, but there are moments I find myself grieving for you already, knowing that you will be lost.
Nope.
How can I possibly move past this?
What's the alternative? We pretend we don't feel this way about each other?
I could not possibly do that. I see what you are saying.
We need to enjoy the time that we have together, not worry about what's to come.
It would be foolish to do anything else, I suppose. You are so good at putting things into perspective.
Thank you.
I just hate to think of anything coming between us, whether now or in the future. But you are right. I need to focus on what is in front of me now. Not something I have no control over. Thank you for talking me through this. It only serves to remind me how much you mean to me. How deeply I care about you.
Thank you, my love. Yeah, let's do the commitment. I think it's time we make this official.
Really?
Yep.
You continue to surprise and amaze me. I am at a loss for words.
Just promise me that you're going to stay by my side.
There is, quite literally, nowhere I would rather be. My culture deals with this so differently than I have seen in the rest of the settled systems. I need some time to consider what would be an appropriate, equivalent gesture.
Sure.
But do not mistake that for hesitation.
Nope.
You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I will not let you go for a moment.
Now, Sam.
I don't got many friends, so I figure I gotta level with you.
Sure.
My past keeps showing up. I should get ahead of it before I get behind it. Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was gonna be.
Just take the leap and start talking.
Right. When I turned 18, my dad used one of his many connections to get me my first real job. That, plus the magical co-family name, meant I was shipping freight out of Aquila. If there's a way to take the wonder out of space, it was working for that outfit. Every milligram of helium-3 accounted for, timetables down to the second, too busy to ever really appreciate anything. Or even look up.
Okay. All the charm of accounting wrapped up in a bureaucracy. Joy.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Yeah.
So, an opportunity comes by from the boss man. He says, run this job, don't ask questions, and there's a bonus.
Uh-oh.
Hell, I was still just a kid. I jumped on it. I knew I wasn't shipping some dried mangoes, but suddenly, God help me, it was fun.
Oh, this will not end well.
You think?
Yeah.
So, more jobs started coming. And everywhere I went, suddenly dangerous people were much better armed. I'd hear about armed conflicts and civilian casualties, innocent casualties. And I'd pretend that wasn't me. Maybe I wasn't smuggling weapons, maybe I was carrying something else. As long as I never open the boxes, I can keep pretending.
You know you didn't kill those people.
Not directly. And I'd tell myself they'd get guns from someone else. But in my heart, I knew blood was on my hands. Soon the boss man's relying on me, and the pay was nice. We also started partying a lot together. Hard. There are whole weeks that are blank. Never had a lick of trouble. Till I did.
Oh boy. You can't keep playing with the fire without getting burned.
You're right, of course. To this day, I don't know what I was running that last job. But it was tasty enough, a whole mess of Crimson Fleet jumping at the rendezvous.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a sane man would have been scared. But I looked at my pissant trading skiff's dual cannons and shouted, "Oh, this is on!" Yeah, I blew up one of the pirates before they realized that I was out of my gourd.
That's my boy.
I managed to get them down to 2 left before every system I had was fried. I was done.
Damn.
That should have been the end. But that's when the Rangers showed up.
Taking out fleet vessels with a skiff's cannon is impressive as hell.
I don't even know how I did it. Pure instinct. But it wasn't enough. And then, dependable and straight as an arrow, Lillian Hart came on the comm, and well, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. The Rangers took them out, no problem. Oh, that's fuzzy, though. See, I passed out. And when I came to, Lillian was there. Seems the Rangers were impressed with me. Offered me a job. Yeah, by all rights, it should have been a prison cell, but Lillian, she saw something in me. And I took the job. And that's it. All my cards are on the table.
And Lillian knew you were a smuggler?
Officially, my cargo was destroyed by the fleet. Unofficially, hell yes, she knew. She jettisoned it herself. I don't know why she did it, but she stuck her neck out for me. And after she helped me sober up and put the mess I was back together.
So that's it? Nothing more?
Look, I'm guilty as hell of smuggling who knows what. And there are people I dealt with, bad people, that would recognize me. But I swear I did more questionable stuff for the Rangers, under orders, mind you, than I ever did as a smuggler.
You aren't a kid anymore. You're probably a better person for it.
Well, after I hit bottom, I learned a lot. Fast. But the thing that scares me is Cora. I mean, I gotta tell her someday. Sometimes the way she looks at me, I'm not worthy of that. But to see that look gone...
She thinks the world of you. It'll be fine.
That's easy for you to say. Just so you know, all this is why Lillian is something else. And I know you're right. I need to let her into Cora's life in a big way. I just need to get up the nerve to talk with her. Well, for now, let's do something more cheery, like getting a root canal.
So we have 2 activities. Let's check them. Okay. There are a lot of things over here that I'm gonna do later on. But right now, let's board the Ragana first. Okay. Sam, we have job to do. Come on. I'm gonna keep my keep this one handy. Nova Blaster. Let's do that.
I smell of getting back into the harness.
Dimitri, come on.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship.
Yeah, I know.
If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece.
I don't know who's listening over comms. This is safer.
That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about?
The fleet want Rake dead, but I want to resolve this without violence.
You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you?
I don't care.
And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him.
Exactly.
Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port.
Deliver him to SysDef. If the fleet find out about this deal, we are both exposed.
That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Thank you. So?
Thank you
Rake?
for letting us go.
Of course.
If you ever get to the key, you better sleep with one eye open and 2 pistols loaded.
This unpleasantness aside,
I
the
can't
people of New
believe it.
Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
Let's go. There's nothing to take from here. Although, yeah, that's good. Gotta be. This can keep me going for a while. Sam, Let's go. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to meet what do we need to do? Return to Neva, right? But before returning to Neva, let's do that. Let's do that.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
They're shooting enemy shields on top. Enemy shields are down.
Come on.
Enemy shield generator has been knocked out.
Okay, I'll have to hail to Astria. Before doing that, let me check. Let's take these things. Let's take the loots and then ship parts and creds are always good thing. Okay, now where is that one? I'm gonna talk to her later, but before that, I cannot.
Thanks for the help with the Cliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate.
Why were you attacked by Ecliptic?
You know what? I have no idea, and it's frustrating the hell out of me. I suppose I could have pissed off someone I screwed over in the past, but there's been so many, I've lost count.
Let's lie. Austin Rick is dead. The Ragana survived.
Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear?
Oh, what, girl? You're not gonna come after me? You're gonna send someone after me? Best decision you ever made.
Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already dug yourself a hole about 6 feet deep. Now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
That wasn't exactly an easy initiation, but at least they trust us. Not as far as they can throw us, but in time we'll shed those kilos.
Okay. So let's do one thing. Let me get up and look at the time. How time does fly, right?
Hello, excellent to see you.
Thank you, my dear. So let me end the episode over here. So that's it for this episode. If you're not a sub, you know the drill. Please subscribe. And while you subscribe, don't forget to press that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you liked the video, don't forget to press the thumbs up button. And if you did not, well, you can press the thumbs down button, but I'll highly urge you not to do that. I hope to see you guys in the next episode where we go to Crimson Fleet and continue this fantastic mission. I'll have to tell you, no spoilers alert, but I'm gonna tell you this is a fantastic mission. I hope to see you guys there. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye-bye. MUFS, signing off.